As the Russian war enters the 6th week of invasion, India Today brings you the very latest from ground zero. India Today's Geeta Mohan brings you the details of destruction caused massively at residential complexes, schools and hospitals, even as bombardments continue on day 38 of invasion in the port city of Mariupol. Geeta Mohan tells you how injured civilians are surviving this war fury. Take a look.
This is a kindergarten that was destroyed in the shelling, and now it has been converted into a makeshift hospital, a first aid center. You can see the soldiers over here who are injured in the crossfire come over here, and including civilians who come over here to get their first aid, and if there are severe injuries, then they are taken immediately to bigger hospitals into the city. There's still one important part of Mariupol that has not been taken, but civilians are being hurt. Here is a Russian officer who's handling and manning the hospital, the makeshift hospital in one of the buildings in the area. Undisclosed, we'll not tell you exactly where, but this is where civilians who are hurt are being brought in. Officer Lecker handles the entire hospital over here, the makeshift hospital that is in place. Alex will again translate for him. Sir, thank you for speaking with India Today. What's the situation on the ground in terms of civilians coming, and how do you treat them over here if they come with severe injuries?
Да, какая ситуация с ранениями мирных и как вы поступаете, если это происходит?
Мирные граждане поступают в наш военный госпиталь. На данный момент в поступлении раненых не очень много их бывает на данный момент. Если гражданские поступают, в основном они поступают со осколочными ранениями и с пулевыми.
Okay, so some civilian people getting to this hospital, usually they're injured by shrapnel or by bullets.
Are injured soldiers also brought over here?
Солдаты сюда тоже доставляются, если они ранены.
Здесь как бы военный госпиталь, но в помощи мирным жителям мы не отказываемся.
So this is a military hospital, but they never say no to injured people which are local.
Okay, so primarily soldiers who are injured are brought here, but civilians also, because of the situation that we are facing over here, are brought here. How long ago was this established, this hospital of the Russian military?
Как давно здесь организовали госпиталь?
Неделю назад.
1 week ago.
1 week ago, and they intend to stay here, or do they keep shifting for security reasons?
Вы планируете оставаться здесь или вы будете перемещаться с целью безопасности?
По мере продвижения войск наш госпиталь будет передвижаться ближе к передовой.
So this is the frontline hospital. So when the front line will move, they'll also be moved.
Very interesting. Just behind me is another building, beyond which are the Ukrainian forces. So there's an ongoing tactical battle that is underway. You can hear not just shelling, but gunfight. You can hear guns blaring as well, which means that there is a fierce fight that is underway. And Officer Lecker over here telling us that every time the front line moves and they push the Ukrainian forces back, this army military hospital also pushes back to help and be of assistance to the soldiers who get injured at the front line, as also civilians who suffer shrapnel and other injuries. Mass graves. Because of winters, the land was absolutely frozen, so people who were killed, their loved ones could not bury them. But this is the crater caused because of an air bombing, and there are, again, viewers' discretion advised over here. There are corpses, remains of people who have been put in this very same crater because they could not dig the ground to bury their loved ones. In Mariupol, with video journalist Satya Rautre, Geeta Mohan for India Today. According to the forces over here, this building and this basement over here was the base of the Azov battalion, known as neo-Nazis, fascists. The battalion, once called a terrorist group, joined the National Guard of the Ukrainian forces. And now we'll go in to see what it has. They say that they're disturbing visuals there because a woman was tortured. There are documents that they've left behind. So we'll just go in to see what's in the basement.
So they dropped their clothes here, Ukrainian clothes of their uniform. They took it out. They took it from themselves and ran away as locals. You see their...
Okay, so they changed. They were living here.
Yeah,
This was their base.
Yeah, they took
And then they
Yeah.
changed into civilian clothes.
Yeah. You see the Ukrainian
And
flags.
left. Okay.
Some bullets they just threw. There are also drugs they use.
Right. So this is the base that has been burnt down. They say that this was the base of the Azov battalion and that it was used to torture people as well. There are these iron barricades. We do not know what the purpose of it really is, but apparently this is where a woman was found, her body tortured with a swastika on it. They removed the body, but this is the very place that होता है वो यहाँ पे महसूस होगा. Very bad state of affairs over here. Claims of torture. We've seen the body of a woman who was tortured, her hands chopped off, and the Nazi symbol inscribed on her stomach. There is a terrible stench in this room of burnt flesh, of a burnt down house. So the body has not been claimed or cleared yet by the forces. There's an ongoing battle. Even in the streets we saw people who are dead, and there's nothing much that has been done. If you see over here, the entire place is burnt. There are rifles over here, helmets, everything burnt down in the action against the Azov battalion. So lady is going to show us how they're living when their building is absolutely demolished. They have nowhere else to go but to the basement.
Come here. This is a place where are living small babies with moms. You can.
This is where women with babies are living.
Yes, with babies. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, so when the war started, everybody came down
Yes.
to the basement.
1 month we are living here.
Can we talk to how difficult is it to have a baby?
Yes, you can talk. I can translate.
Yeah.
You can
Ask her how difficult is it to have a baby here in this.
Насколько сложно жить в таких условиях?
Очень сложно.
It's too difficult.
Особенно с маленьким ребенком, да и вообще. Очень много пожилых людей, все
No
болеют.
food.
С насморком, с кашлем. Очень сложно.
A lot of catches, every cold, everybody ill. It's very difficult with small baby to prepare food, something to do.
Where are they getting food and all from? Where are you getting food?
We are getting food on metro,
Shopping center.
shopping,
Now-
or
Aid center.
yes,
Humanitarian.
humanitarian center.
Okay. Does she have any message for the governments, for leaders, for peace?
No messages because we have no telephones.
No, I'm saying, what does she have to say to the leaders of the world? Her child is suffering over here.
Что ты хочешь сказать мировому правительству?
Дайте денег. Дайте денег.
She wants to talk that very difficult to live. We want to live our lives. We want to live
In peace.
In peace in our houses. We have all houses, work. Now we don't have anything.
Why are you all still here? Why haven't you left?
Because we don't have where to go, place to go. We don't have any people who can.
Why, you don't have family outside of Mariupol?
No, we don't have.
Nobody over here, she does not have family outside Mariupol?
Есть у тебя родственники в Мариуполе, помимо?
Да, есть в Америке.
She
В Америке,
have
в Харькове.
USA.
Oh, not here, not on either
here.
side, not in Donetsk or
No,
in Ukraine.
no, near in Kharkov, but
also affected.
also
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people over here can't leave because they have nowhere to go. They don't have family members in places which are not conflict-ridden around Mariupol, and that's why they're staying over here.
Yeah.
Most of them have families living abroad, like quite far away from Ukraine and Russia. So that's why they're not leaving.
yes.
Right, thanks. What's your name? Dima. Dima. Are you afraid of sounds, explosions, or not?
Боишься звуков, взрывов?
Ну, я уже что-то привык.
He got okay with it now because it was for too long.
He's gotten used to it. What does he think is happening? Can you ask him what is happening? What is his understanding?
Как ты думаешь, что сейчас происходит? Как ты понимаешь?
Война. Война происходит между Россией и Украиной. Вот так.
So the war is going on between Ukraine and Russia. That's what he's saying.
What does he want? What does he want to be when he grows up?
Когда ты вырастешь, чем ты хочешь заниматься?
Либо петь песни, либо стать актером.
To be an actor or to sing a songs, to be a singer.
Can he sing for us?
Что? Я еще не придумал. Я просто думаю еще, кем стать.
Now he think who will he be when he grow up. He don't want to sing for us now.
Стану кем-то еще другим.
Maybe he'll be someone else. He don't decide now.
Okay. All right. But best of luck. Stay safe.
Ukraine is bracing for new attacks from Russia, with leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy warning of battles ahead. This even as friction reduced after headway in peace talks. Russia continues to build troops in the besieged city of Mariupol and in the Donbas region. All this in spite of Ukrainians left to suffer the biggest humanitarian crisis amid war.
Ukraine is bracing for new attacks from Russia, with leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy warning late Thursday of battles ahead. He said the situation in the south and southwestern Donbas region remained extremely difficult, and also said again that Russia was building up forces near the besieged port city of Mariupol.
Also in the Donbas, in Mariupol, in the Kharkiv direction, the Russian troops are accumulating the potential for strikes, powerful strikes. We will defend ourselves. We will do everything we can to stop the occupiers and cleanse our land of their evil and senseless chimeras.
And in a rare sign of internal dissent, Zelenskyy also announced he was firing 2 generals on the grounds they were traitors.
Those high-ranking servicemen who have been prevented from deciding where their homeland is, who break the military oath of allegiance to the Ukrainian people for the protection of our state, its freedom and independence, will inevitably be deprived of high military ranks.
Earlier on Thursday, a Russian missile strike in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv hit gas pipes, cutting off supplies to tens of thousands of people there. Kharkiv, the country's second largest city, has suffered some of the heaviest shelling since Russia invaded Ukraine more than a month ago. Zelenskyy, however, said his forces had pushed back the Russian military from the capital Kiev and the nearby city of Chernihiv. At talks this week, Moscow said it would reduce offensives in both cities as a goodwill gesture and focus on what it called liberating Donbass. After weeks of constant shelling, the city of Mariupol has no running water, gas, or electricity, another obstacle for those who remain as they fight to survive. A spokesperson for Mariupol's mayor said on Monday nearly 5,000 people had already been killed. Ukrainian authorities were hoping to evacuate more residents from Mariupol after Russia agreed to open a humanitarian corridor on Friday. But several previous deals have collapsed. Russia says it is carrying out a special operation to disarm and denazify its neighbor, but it denies Kiev's accusations that they are targeting civilians. Western countries say Putin's real aim was to topple Ukraine's government. Peace negotiations are set to resume by video conference on Friday.
India today is the last team standing in war zone Ukraine. Gaurav Sawant spoke exclusively to snipers of the Ukrainian army on day 38 of the conflict. They say Russians have retreated from all around Kyiv. Take a look.
On the 37th day of the Russia-Ukraine war in the heart of Kiev, snipers, a team of snipers and soldiers enjoying, relaxing, having a cup of coffee, and this gives you an indication of the situation on ground. With us are some soldiers of the Ukraine army enjoying this cup of coffee. You're a sniper, but is there no tension right now in Kyiv of a Russian attack?
Так, мы гоним их отовсюду с Украины и вытесним из Крыма. Мы заберем все свои территории, потому что война у нас идет с ними 8 лет. 8.
बोले 8 साल से हमारी लड़ाई चल रही है, हर जगह से हम उनको भगा रहे हैं. बोला ऐसा भी वक्त आएगा कि क्रीमिया को भी हम लेंगे, वहां से भी इनको भगाएंगे, हर जगह.
लेकिन अभी यहाँ कीव में टेंशन नहीं है.
Киев русским никогда не взять. Никогда.
रशियन लोग कीव को कभी भी नहीं ले पाएंगे, कभी भी नहीं.
And if you look around, while there are a lot of soldiers here, but life also appears to be coming back to normal. There are a lot more vehicles on the road. Some shops are also opening. It is an indication that on day 37 and the smiles on their faces, you are smiling. That's an indication that they're on top of the situation.
Так, мы не боимся, наши военные украинские спалили им тысячи танков, машин.
जलाए हैं, इनकी गाड़ियां जला दी हैं, बेतैर जो होती हैं, और इनके सारे लोगों को यहाँ से भगा दी गया. हम बिल्कुल नहीं डरते हैं. फौज हमारी बहुत बड़ी और बहुत बढ़िया फौज है. हर आदमी लड़ने को तैयार है.
And you're a sniper, 7.62, the range is 1 kilometer.
Выполняем любые задачи, мы все мобильные, мы не только снайпера, а мы мобильные ребята, можем...
सिर्फ हम स्नाइपर्स नहीं हैं, हम बिल्कुल पेट्रोलिंग कर रहे हैं हर जगह पर. जहां पे भी कुछ होगा हम लोग वहां पर पहुंचेंगे और वहीं पे मारेंगे.
So if you just look, can we just show your weapon? This is the sniper rifle. It's an old Soviet era rifle. 7.62 mm is the cartridge. The range is almost a kilometer. And the soldiers say, the soldiers of the Ukraine army, if you look at the insignia, this is the sniper unit which is deployed on ground. But right now, they say they're extremely confident because they've had success in neutralizing the threat, not just here in Kyiv, but also on the outskirts of Kyiv. Now they are relaxing. They're out for a cup of coffee because reinforcements have come in, additional weapons and systems have come in, and the Russian forces have withdrawn from around Kyiv and are said to be moving towards Belarus. Ukrainian forces are now digging in for better protection in the days and weeks ahead. With cameraman Lalit Mohan Joshi in Kyiv, Ukraine, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.